Father God, we just thank you so much for this evening and for these people coming out to see our children and tell your gospel message to the people that are here, God. I pray that you'd be glorified in this production, God, as we share the birth of Jesus and ultimately what he came to do for us, God. I just pray it would be an enjoyable experience for our audience, and just bless the kids and the parents for giving their time of this. I give this over to you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen.
A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo silver, with his faithful Indian companion, Tonto, the daring and resourceful masked rider of the plains, led the fight for law and order in the early West. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. The Lone Ranger rides again.
We interrupt this broadcast from breaking news from heaven. HALO radio field reporters will be on the air in 30 seconds from Bethlehem of Judea. Don't touch that dial. Halo, everybody, halo. HALO radio is on the air. This is your host with the most, your king of swing, your angelic relic, your jolly dolly, your fine benign divine design. Yes, it's me, God's own favorite radio personality, Skyler, coming straight from HALO radio studios. One Paradise Parkway, somewhere just outside of heaven. Be very quiet and you might hear the brush of an angel's wing. Stay tuned to 777 FM and 1225 AM on your heavenly radio dial. It's the Holy Land Network, and it's time to say halo! Our angel producers report that HALO's field reporters are in position for the most significant news story in human history. While connecting to satellites, let's introduce our sponsor.
He's someone you know well. He's the one and only, all-knowing, all-wise, sovereign, holy, powerful, faithful, patient, merciful, and yes, our sponsor is all that, and he is also love. That's right, people. Our sponsor is God, aka Loving Heavenly Father. Some of us know him by his smile, and others believe God is because of his word. God's word, the best-selling book sold in bookstores across planet Earth. Go out and get one today. The Bible, yes, that's the book for me. Our breaking news is brought to you by the good folks at Standing in the Gap Boutique, where every child needs a top-quality baby Gap swaddle. Don't settle for inferior swaddles. Let your little star deserves to be wrapped in style. Call 177-HALO to receive your Standing in the Gap Boutique catalog. Free, 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 just like God's great love. Call today. Tax and postage not included.
We are connected to our HALO field reporter, broadcasting on location direct from... Are you there? Where exactly are you?
Yes, Skybird. We are somewhere in the heart of Bethlehem, Judea. I am surrounded by, well, you won't believe it.
Try me.
I'm standing in the middle of a stable. Smells terrible. It's dark here except for one star that seems to be shining overhead. The animals appear to be comforted by its brightness. If you listen closely, you can hear the animals singing. Can you hear me in the studio? There appear to be a great amount of people passing by the stable. Let me see if I can try to find any information about what's going on here tonight. Wait, I see a young couple speaking to the innkeeper. He's pointing this direction and...
Hello? Hello? Are you there? We seem to have lost our satellite. Okay, back to our regular broadcasting. This is HALO radio on the air at 777 FM and 1225 AM on your radio dial. It's time to say halo!
Clean, simple, and charming. Reserve your spot at Harp and Horn in Bethlehem. Arrive at your destination safely. Use our convenient underground parking stable. Relax in our bubbling waterfall. Delight in our famous Middle Eastern breakfast of olives, bread and cold water for one pleasing silver coin. Let Ramon, our hospitality innkeeper, serve you. Look for us under the shining star. Make reservations early. No one wants to hear no vacancy after a long dusty walk through the desert. And remember, this is Thomas Bodette saying, we'll leave the oil lamp on for you.
Hurry! We have to get to the inn before it closes. There's so many travelers in Bethlehem, I'm afraid we'll never get a room.
We want a room! We want a room!
We'll get a room somewhere. Oh, I know. I heard HALO's Harp and Horns Inn commercial. Let's try that place first.
We want a room! We want a room!
I want a room
announcements.
Edward, are you there? This is God's favorite radio personality, the host with the most, speaking from our pleasant air-conditioned studios at HALO Radio, 1 Paradise Parkway. Go ahead, remote. We're listening.
Now, they're overrun guests. I repeat, there's no room in. There's no room in.
This sounds like a breaking story to me. Is there someone available we can interview?
Me, I traveled here with a small group of guests, and I do mean small. All we want is one room for the night. Do you hear that? That's what I have to listen to. We have traveled far to be counted in this ridiculous census ordered by Caesar Augustus. We're tired. We're hungry. We're just little kids. Come on, give us a room.
We want a room. We want a room.
My emotional apologies. Live in my last field was like that. They were tall in our stable, dark, smelling, filled in. And they're about to have babies.
We want a room. We want a room.
Is there anywhere in Bethlehem where travelers can lay their weary heads?
No vacancy anywhere. Sure, I know the road now.
Let's get back to our favorite regularly scheduled program, the Bethlehem Breakfast Club, sponsored by those who bring you the finer things of Eastern life.
Portia's Pottery and Basket Barn announces a 20% sale on all handmade clay pots, perfect for any meal. Carry water without fear of those pesky leaks. Hand-woven baskets available in any size, perfect to carry grain. Bring comfort and style to your humble home at Portia's Pottery and Basket Barn. Gentlemen, buy your lady a pot today. And while you're there, visit the brick ovens behind Portia's Pottery Barn. Bethlehem Brick Company makes bricks as fast as the oven can take them. Don't be caught in a house of straw. Don't be blown over in a house of sticks. Get bricks, bricks, bricks.
There's something in the air in Bethlehem today. I don't know what's going on, but I feel it in my bones. But it's time for the Breakfast Club to go on the air. Are you guys ready? This is the Breakfast Club crew, and we're ready to go on the air in 3, 2, 1. Breakfast Club is on the air from your heavenly radio station, Halo 777 FM and 1225 AM on your radio dial. We're ready for the word from around the well.
Good morning, Breakfast Clubbers. Good morning to you. We woke up bright and early to howdy do you.
It's a get-together time for all of us who smile before breakfast, and we can't break the habit all day long. Welcome, faithful breakfast lovers. There's breaking news here from around the well that a special event is taking place in a small village in Bethlehem. Rumor has it that God is going to show himself in an amazing way. A baby's about to be born, and we all know waiting is the hardest part of any birth of a baby. So, while we're waiting for this exciting announcement, we have a few hilarious jokes. How about you, Violet?
What Christmas carol is the favorite of parents? What? Silent Night.
How about you, Paul?
What does... Oh, okay. Knock, knock. Who's there? Wait. Wait who? Wait in the manger.
How about you, Beulah?
Knock, knock. Who's there? Oh, come. Oh, come who? Oh, come all the people. Knock, knock. Who's there? Lettuce. Lettuce who? Lettuce in, it's cold. What did Adam say on the day before Christmas? What? It's Christmas Eve. What do sheep say to each other at Christmas? What? Merry Christmas to you! What do sheep say to shepherds at Christmas? What? Love season's bleeding. What happens when Christmas angels meet? What? They say halo.
Thanks for joining us on Halo's Radio Breakfast Club. Until tomorrow morning, we say farewell. Halo, everybody. Halo, everybody. The Breakfast Club is off the air.
Angel Talk is on the air. I'm Molly. And I'm Bill. Thank you for that great welcome. We don't usually accept volunteering from a live audience, but this is a special occasion. Are you ready for a little movie talk on Angel Talk? Are you entertaining angels that are well? Have you heard the news out of Bethlehem? First things first, Billy. This is Molly and Millie, your gracious leaving. Play more of the Angel Talk host on our HALO radio at 777 FM and 1225 AM on your radio dial. No! We must start Angel Talk with a commercial. You gotta pay to play. Oops, my halo must be slipping. I forgot. Let's go to commercial.
Put that old tired camel out to pasture. Come to Alibaba's new and used camel motors on Bethlehem's Miracle Mile today. Friendly salesmen at Alibaba's guide you to the perfect caravan camel for even the fussiest owner. We offer camels of all shapes and sizes, one hump or two. Come in today for a test drive. All rental camels must be returned with a full tank. Desert maps validly provided upon request. Call 1-800-CAMEL or drop by Alibaba's new and used camel motors.
Back to Angel Talk. We've been busy little angels this week. There's talk all over heaven that a big event is about to happen. Here's the daily scoop, Molly. We angels are about to make the big announcement tonight. Shh! I don't think we're allowed to tell. Why do we have a radio talk show if we're not allowed to talk? I'm taking my chances. Hot off the press, Heavenly Father is sending hosts of angels, and that includes us because we're radio hosts, to a hillside outside Bethlehem tonight. We went to choir rehearsal last night, and the song is really cool. It goes something like this: Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace and goodwill to men. Good, Molly. I memorized the solo part in case God chose an angel against laryngitis. Do not be afraid, for behold, I bring you good news of a great joy, which shall be for all people. For today in the city of David shall have been born for you a child, Christ the Lord. This morning, and you will find this baby wrapped in cloths and placed in a manger. That's when we chime in with our glory to God in the highest part. I'm so excited. It's been since the morning stars sang together. Shh. I hope we don't scare anyone. We can be a pretty awesome group when God's glory shines upon us. What do you think, Molly? They'll get over it. What's singing to field shepherds and the cosmos? I think we should be singing in the new amphitheater. However, the acne. I'm sure Heavenly Father knows what he's doing. We'll go where he sends us. What do you think, Molly? If this angel, if this baby the Messiah we've been waiting for since Adam and Eve had their little falling out with Heavenly Father? Could be. I can't wait to see his little baby face and pinch those little baby cheeks. Are we allowed to do that? I don't know. I thought you know. I guess we'll find out soon. Very soon. Until tomorrow, this is Molly and Billy. We're your heavenly host for Angel Talk.
You have been listening to Molly and Millie, our heavenly hosts for Angel Talk. Heard only on HALO radio at 777 FM and 1225 AM on your heavenly radio dial. Angel Talk has also been brought to you by Sugar Cookies, the best friends of the gingerbread man. I have been working feverishly behind the scenes to catch up on an unusual historical event occurring in the area of a small village called Bethlehem. HALO's courageous field reporters are interviewing eyewitnesses. The amazing story is unfolding on the streets of Bethlehem, where travelers have assembled to pay their tax and be included in the Caesar Augustus census as prescribed by law. Don't change that dial. Stay tuned for a series of up-close and personal interviews brought to you by the good folks at Bethlehem Brick Company, City of David Tours, and Caleb's Crazy Carpet Closet. We join the program already in progress.
This up-close and personal interview is brought to you by Triple T Travelers Insurance, the only insurance guaranteed to cover all your desert travel needs. Travel with someone you trust. If your donkey becomes wonky, Triple T Travelers Insurance provides a rental donkey at no extra cost. Upgrade to a sleek desert camel for a modest fee. No matter where you travel in the Holy Land, you can trust them to take care of all your travel needs. Try Triple T. You'll be glad you did. Insurance for horses and oxen optional. See your Triple T Travelers Insurance for current pricing.
I'm joining with a small group, or rather, a group of small travelers. They appear to have come from different areas of the country to register for their current census.
I hate to travel. Those roads need to be fixed. Too many holes. I'm here to pay taxes and get counted. There's no place to stay in Bethlehem.
Have you tried Harpenhorn Inn?
The innkeeper said no room at the inn. Don't even try to get in and do that. We met a young couple from Nazareth. Their names are Joseph and Mary. Over at the Harpenhorn, they're going to sleep in the stables tonight. I feel so bad for them, and they're going to have a baby.
Maybe I can find this couple and interview them for our Up Close and Personal series.
Good luck. Mary didn't look too good. I think the baby's coming soon, but Joseph said God will take care of them.
Thank you, travelers. Be safe as you continue on your journey. This Up Close and Personal interview has been brought to you by Triple T Travelers Insurance.
If you have been carrying the same wooden shepherd staff your entire sheep herder career, trade it in for the most current sleek staff on the market. Select your staff from our selection of highly polished wood. We've got what you need to hook 'em right. The Shepherd Staff Factory can be found at the corner of Meek and Mile.
I am bringing the story of an amazing event exclusively to HALO radio. I see a small group of shepherds coming now. Give me a moment to wave them over to my microphone. Shepherds, may I have a moment of your time? What's going on in Bethlehem?
Did you see that?
See what?
Angels, a whole host of angels over there in the sky. It's the most beautiful sight I ever saw, and it's just down the street.
I think we're onto something here, listeners. Tell me about angels. Were they scary? Did they fly around with fluffy wings? Did they say boo?
Are you kidding? These angels were filled with the glory of God. It was amazing, awesome, dazzling, stunning, shocking, outstanding.
Yeah, okay, but did they say anything? Did they bring us a message?
They said, don't be afraid. I guess we looked pretty scared. We were out on the hill watching sheep, minding our own business. Minding our own business. Who knew what God was going to do? I'm just too choked up to say. The angel said, glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace and goodwill to all people. Their exact words, do not be afraid, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy, which shall be for all the people. For today in the city of David, there has been born for you a Savior who is Christ the Lord. And this Savior is Christ the Lord. This will be a sign for you. You'll find a baby wrapped in swaddling cloths lying in a manger.
They told us to come to Bethlehem to see a baby. A baby! Can you imagine that?
And did you?
Did we what?
Did you go to Bethlehem to see a baby?
Yes! He's the most beautiful baby boy I've ever seen. Right down to swaddling clothes and manger. His mother and father are very young. Mary and Joseph got caught in that census and tax silliness and traveled all the way to Bethlehem for census.
They named the baby Jesus.
Where are they? Are they the young couple over at Harpenhorn Inn?
Yes, but don't bother them. They're exhausted. Hey guys, we got to back to our sheep. I hope the flock's still in the field.
Oh man, me too.
Me three.
It's time for news on the 7th. Welcome to HALO News Update every hour on the 7th. Breaking news from Israel, the Middle East and all points east. Top news of the day, a decree from Caesar Augustus has gone out that all the world should be taxed. There is also a decree that the population should be counted in a new census. Tax collectors and census takers are positioned in cities around the nation. Each family is required to travel to the city of their fathers. This may cause considerable hardship as people from every possible location take to Israel's roads to travel to their places of birth. Merchants are expecting an increase in business. Particularly affected will be food merchants and innkeepers. A border dispute along the Palestinian Strip has government officials and local property owners on edge. Threats have been made on both sides, but so far no stones have been thrown. Olive oil prices remain high, and local growers are optimistic that their business will remain profitable throughout the current growing season. That's HALO News on the 7th. Join us again for breaking news in the next hour, brought to you by.
Are your feet tired? Your children laugh at the patches in your soles? Let Ollie's Sandal Shop Tanners make a pair of soft leather sandals to fit your weary feet. Choose from the latest styles. Yes, while traveling through Bethlehem, why not have happy feet? It does a soul good.
You're listening to HALO Radio at 777 FM and 1225 AM on your radio dial. Halo, everybody. Halo. I'm standing on a quiet street in Bethlehem of Judea, waiting for visitors to arrive by camel caravan. Sources embedded with this caravan tell me these are wise men, magi, kings of the east. They appear to have been traveling for a long time. I'll try to get a man on the street interview. Hey, stop. May I have a word with you for our HALO radio audience?
Only for a moment. We are in a great hurry. We are very wise and have an important matter to attend to. Hey, did you know the solar system is full of planets, moons, asteroids, comets, and stars? I am very wise too. Listen to this. E equals mc squared. I don't know where that came from, but I'm wise to say it. By the way, we have seen the star in the east and have come to worship the one it leads to. Listen to a really wise man. If we draw an imaginary line from that bright star directly to the ground, the King of the Jews should be at that exact spot.
Now that you mention it, that star is really bright. It hurts my eyes. What's this about a king?
We are so wise that we have been guided to be a great king. Even King Herod wants to meet him. He said we should return to Jerusalem to tell him where the child is so we can worship him too. Being the wise kings we are, we decided not to tell Herod. We'll go home a different way. That guy is crazy. Oops, sorry, don't put that on the air. A word from the wise should be sufficient. Kings like Herod are not to be defied. It looks like that star is resting over that small steeple over there, the one next to the Harp and Horn Inn. We gotta go. So sorry we cannot participate in your interview any longer. Get your gifts, guys. A little gold, a little frankincense, a little myrrh. Our gifts may come in handy when this family has to run away.
Run away? Where are they going? When are they leaving? Wait, who are these people? We now return to the HALO studios. The Magi are walking in the direction of the bright starlight. I'm afraid we've been left with more questions than answers. Back to you, Skybird.
Welcome back to HALO Radio Studios. We are just in time to catch a hastily planned radio address presented by Pearl Roman King Herod the Great. We are waiting for Herod to approach our microphone. He seems to be arriving. We take you now to the court of Herod the Great. Let's listen in to this breaking news from Jerusalem.
I, King Herod the Great, address my subjects today on a matter of utmost importance. I was recently informed of a child being born in the area whose family is claiming that he is King of the Jews. Must I remind you that I, King Herod the Great, am the only King of the Jews? Is it not Herod that rebuilt your temple? Have I not given you wealth and stability in all my years of rule? I am not a king to be trifled with. I will be king of this child, who will be born and called King of the Jews. Magi from the east visited me at the palace yesterday, inquiring where this child, the supposed Messiah of the people, was prophesied to be born. Worship him. I am the only king to be worshipped. I met with the chief priests and scribes and asked them where the Christ, the supposed Messiah of the people, was prophesied to be born. They said, according to the prophet Micah, it is to be in Bethlehem of Judea. Be assured, I, your only true king, am taking matters into my own hands. I told them to go to Bethlehem and make careful search for the child, and when they found him, report to me, that I too may go and worship him. Worship him, he will worship me. I watched the wise men board their dusty candles and kept the Bethlehem. If there is such a child, I want to know it, and I want to know it today. Good citizens, obedient citizens, citizens who want to live. I call upon you. I'm sending a legion of soldiers to Bethlehem this very day. Their orders are to search out every male child under the age of 2 years. But this is the time frame the wise men suspect the baby to be. If you want to hear weeping, you'll hear weeping in Ramah, and a great mourning for those who dare threaten the throne of King Herod the Great. Long live the king! Long live King Herod!
Well then, we are back in the studios of HALO 777 FM at 1225 AM on your radio dial. If you tuned in late, the voice you just heard was that of King Herod the Great, speaking from his court in Jerusalem. It appears that strangers called Magi have upset the king. He is enraged by the thought that anyone would attempt to overthrow his rule. If you see anything unusual, please contact one of HALO's field reporters. Do not, under any circumstances, take this king's word lightly. We cannot, in all good conscience, call upon you to communicate in any way with the current king. To do so may mean the end of young lives in our land. If you are living in the vicinity of Bethlehem, we urge you to protect your children. We bring a brief intermission and a word from our friends at Bethlehem's House of Bread, coming to you live from the studios at HALO Radio.
This special court event has been brought to you by the fine bakers of Bethlehem's House of Bread. Hot, fresh bread provided 24/7 to citizens and travelers alike. Today's special includes a jar of delicious olive oil pressed on the Mount of Olives just for you. Buy the oil and get the jar for free. Don't loaf around. Get yourself to Bethlehem's House of Bread today. We join our favorite game show, Name That Tune, in practice. Name That Tune game show is brought to you by the Heavenly Host at Harpsichord Heart. Are you strung out? It's time to fly to Harpsichord Hearts at the intersection of Psalms and Proverbs Parkway. Fly in today. Remember, we're the only harp store used exclusively by King David, in business for a very long time. Play a harpsichord harp.
Welcome to Name That Tune, where the audience tries to name the tune. When you recognize the tune, go ahead and shout it out. This famous tune was inspired when its author visited the town of Bethlehem in 1865. It is loved all over the world. Listen closely and name that tune. That was great. Our next tune was originally written in Latin. The song was a hymn in the 1700s. You might know it as Adeste Fidelis. Name that tune. Let's move right along to our next tune. This one is sung every Christmas and tells the story of the shepherds. It is the oldest carol we sing, dating to the 13th or 14th century. Its title is the French word for Christmas. Name that tune. Our next tune is loved by children all over the world. Even if they don't know any other song, children know this one. Name that tune. This is a popular Christmas carol composed in 1818 for a small church in Austria. It was first sung to the strings of a guitar. It has been translated into 300 languages and dialects around the world. Name that tune. That concludes our version of Name That Tune. Remember, there's nothing that lifts the soul like a song in your heart. So when you're down and out, lift up your head and shout, Name That Tune. Good night and God bless.
Gold. Everybody seeks it. Visit Bethlehem's Gold Standard Wholesale Warehouse to get today's best prices on the highest grade out there. If it's gold you want, it's gold we've got. Today only, save 50% on your order if you purchase frankincense and myrrh. Don't forget, for all your gift-giving gold needs, it's Bethlehem's Gold Standard Wholesale Warehouse. We're the precious metals dealers with a heart of gold.
We are coming to you live from Harper & Hornet, a busy hotel in the center of Bethlehem. An amazing event has occurred in a stable outside the inn tonight. We have made our way into this group of gathered people tonight.
You can't come in here. A baby boy has just been born this evening. There's no room in the inn, so he's born out here.
That's incredible. How is the baby? How is the mother?
Shh! The baby is resting over there in the manger. Who are you anyway? One of those Papa Rotten Seeds?
It's okay, HAL Halo radio station report.
Can someone introduce me to the parents?
This is not a good time. Come later. We're about to present gold, frankincense, and let's not forget the myrrh to Joseph and Mary. We got a great deal over at the Gold Standard Wholesale Warehouse. The hard part will be to warn them about getting away as fast as possible. We think Herod wants to kill the baby.
Mary, Joseph, will you speak to me?
Come closer. Look at this beautiful child. He is God's son. But God is... Angels announced his birth. Shepherds showed up. Wise men visited from the east. A star is shining over our heads. For this is just as God said. This child's Messiah from whom we've been waiting.
Congratulations, Mary. He is a fine-looking boy. You must be so proud.
Not proud, grateful, for God chose me and I am so blessed. What God has done for me will never be forgotten. The God whose very name is holy set me apart from all others. This is exactly what he promised, beginning with Abraham and right up to now.
Mary, it was beautiful on top of the hillside tonight. God sent angels before sheep herders. God's glory blazed around us. They even told us to come looking for a baby wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger. I'm telling you, this is of God.
We must speak with you. God has sent us with gifts and a warning. King Herod is angry that this child has been born. You must take the child and leave. Use these gifts to pay for your journey.
We are grateful for your presence, but Jesus must leave. Please go back to your hillside, go back to your land. We are grateful. We are safe because this is part of God's plan. Joseph, a stable, a star, shepherds, angels, and wise men. Oh Lord, you are great. I will keep all these things to my heart, holding them dear deep within myself.
We conclude HALO's broadcast day with Most Things Considered, an award-winning radio program combining news analysis, interviews, and special features. Today's Most Things Considered features The Changing Face of Israel, Nazareth Diaries, and the Yiddish Radio Project. But first, reflections on a starry night. Today's commentary with our broadcasters, Lo and Behold.
Welcome to Most Things Considered. I'm Lo. And I'm Behold. Together we walk the heavenly streets, searching for up-to-date news worthy of passing along to MTC listeners.
Tonight on Most Things Considered, reflections on a starry night. Lo and behold, share news filtered down from God's throne that a baby boy born in a stable in Bethlehem is God's only son.
This is indeed news, since this day has been predicted for hundreds of years. The people of the earth stopped looking for the Messiah long ago.
Our Heavenly Father always said he would bring his son when the time's right. Guess what? Time's right.
It was the right time in the world, and it was the right time in God's great plan. God had prepared for this from the beginning, even before Adam and Eve sinned.
Because of the Roman rule, there's peace in the region. People speak the common language and can understand each other. God's power did this in a humble way.
Well, Lo, do you think Jesus' birth is the conclusion of God's plan?
This is the beginning of God's plan. We will see the boy Jesus grow up in humble circumstances with loving parents. He will become Savior when he dies on a Roman cross outside Jerusalem.
Will this death conclude God's plan?
We will witness a change taking place all over the world. Future generations will understand the joy of joining God's family because Jesus died and he lived.
Jesus is going to rise from the dead, isn't he? that's what I hear. I wish I understood it more. People will change from inside their hearts and it will change their lives.
We are angels, though. Our Heavenly Father said we'll never understand the joy of salvation. He has reserved that joy for His people on earth. I long to know and understand this joy, this salvation.
What a gift. What an amazing, glorious gift to the people of earth.
Join us, lo and behold, tomorrow for Angelic Commentary. We broadcast inclusively from those things considered.
We conclude HIL's broadcast day with most things considered. As the day fades in tonight, HIL Radio concludes its broadcast day. Thank you for joining us at 777 FM and 1225 AM on your radio dial.
Quick announcement that our studio audience is invited to a special harp and horn dessert radio party immediately at the conclusion of today's broadcast. Cookies and warm fellowship await you.
Remember, God loves you. He has provided today's events for you, personally. As we end the day's broadcast, there is one more bit of news coming across our wires at HILO Worldwide News out of Africa. An African boy searched for a Christmas gift for his teacher. She had told him, "The gift is an expression of our joy over the birth of Jesus and our friendship for each other." On Christmas Day, the boy brought his teacher a seashell of lustrous beauty. "Where did you find such a beautiful shell?" she asked. The youth told her there was only one spot where such extraordinary shells could be found. When he named the bay several miles away, the teacher was speechless. "Why, it's gorgeous, wonderful, but you shouldn't have gone all that way to get the gift for me." With bright eyes, the boy answered, "The long walk is part of the gift. God came from heaven to a manger, from a manger to a cross, from a cross to the grave, from the grave back to heaven." And we ask, why all this trouble, God? And God says to us, the long walk is part of the gift.